you guys at?
Like where are we at now, or just
Yeah.
in general? Oh,
Well,
right now we're in Gaffney, South Carolina.
Okay. And is
So-
that where the band's from?
No, we're actually, most of us are by Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
That's kind of where we say we're from, is Charlotte.
Okay. All right.
Brittany kind of lives a couple hours away from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you guys get together then? How did you guys find each other?
So we kind of pieced together, we've been together about a year now, but before that we kind of pieced together throughout the course of a year. So I guess I'll say that I'm kind of like the original member. So I kind of do like the songwriting and composing. And then from there, that's where I kind of set out to kind of meet some other people. So met with our drummer first, Steve, and him and I were playing for a while, and eventually just kind of pieced everybody together. So I think Brittany was kind of the third one in. Yeah.
Yep.
So she was the third one in, and then we got So we've been together, I guess, as a full band. I think our bassist came in like November.
Okay.
So we had quite a bit of stuff written, but I guess as a full band, we're like technically not quite a year, kind of getting there.
Okay.
But we've been working on stuff, I guess, for probably the past couple years or so.
Oh, okay. Now, isn't it your birthday, Brittany? Today your birthday?
It is my birthday.
It is your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you. The big 29.
Yeah, big 29. Woo!
Woo! No.
Yeah. Wait till you hit 30. It'll hurt. Yeah. No, 30 didn't hurt. 51 hurts.
Well, we can only imagine, right?
Yeah.
She'll be on 29 for a while. I think that's when women stop aging, right? It's 29 and that's it.
Yeah, I believe so. It's 21 and 29 and done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't age. I level up.
Oh, you level up? That's a good one.
like
I'm going to use that one.
Yeah. I'm level 51 not right now.
The level 50.
So, when you guys got together, did everybody have the same ideas in mind? Or did you guys sit down and discuss, look, you know, what are we bringing to the table and put it all together? How did you guys get together and get cohesive as a band?
I mean, I think there was overall kind of a vision of what the sound would be, if that makes sense. So like starting this out, knew that definitely wanted a female lead. You know, someone that could sing pretty, and obviously Brittany does a great job with that. The surprise was we had no idea she could scream. So that was new. we found that out after about like 5 months with her. She's like, oh yeah, by the way, I can scream. And like, she just started ripping some stuff off in practice one day, and we're like, all right, yeah. So, but yeah. So we knew we wanted a screamer, but we always kind of envisioned that it would just be like a backup, right? Like somebody else kind of playing and then screaming to kind of support her. And we do have that. So we do have 2 screamers, but she, we didn't realize she could scream. So she kind of does double duty. She sings, she screams. And then we got another guy that, Joel, our other guitarist, he does some supporting screaming too.
Really good too. Really good.
Yeah.
So
Brittany, how did you figure out that, you know, I mean, obviously vocals, you grow up, you sing, you know, but how did one day, like, you were at home and just belt something out and figure, wait, I can scream that too? Is that how you found out, or how did you find out?
Well, some people have that natural talent. It was a lot of practice. My previous band, they screamed, and I screamed with them, but my screaming wasn't up to par, so I just had to really practice on my own. And I just finally just clicked one day. I'm like, oh yeah, it's on now.
So when you started in music, what was your inspiration? How did you get started getting in there and thinking, yeah, this is what I want to do?
You talking to me?
Well, either one of you.
Uh, uh,
Yeah,
well, okay. So, all right. When I grew up in music, my dad's in a metal band too, and just grew up with it. So I guess I just wanted to be like my daddy, and I just started singing.
You get started, huh? Oh, what about you?
For me,
Yeah.
so I played in a band before this. I used to live in Ohio. So I played in a band up there in the Northwest corner, and we did some gigging and shows and stuff like that. And, you know, I kind of grew up in the hard rock kind of space, I'd say, like modern hard rock. And then, you know, as I've gotten older, I've definitely kind of shifted more towards like a lot more metalcore, things like that.
Okay.
So that's kind of been my influences, but yeah, I don't know. I listen to just about anything that's rock in that category, rock, metal, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, any subgenre you can pick, I love it. So
Yeah, and that's what we tell everybody when they send music in. If it's rock, I don't care what genre of rock it is. Just send it in. We'll play it. I don't care. You know, if it's punk or melodic or operatic or whatever, I don't care. Just send it in. We'll play. We play. I've gotten so well. I think this quarantine, even though bands couldn't get together, they got together because I got a shit ton of bands that just kind of came out of nowhere and they're sending me music. So it's really cool seeing people, get together like this and creating. It's not just people aren't just sitting around being, a bum and thinking, this just ruined my life. No, they're actually creating, which is really cool to see. How did you guys take it when all this stuff happened? And were you guys able to get together?
yeah, it's been interesting. So like we've had some shows postponed and canceled, so that obviously kind of sucked. I mean, everybody's feeling that, right? But I guess the silver lining with all that is giving us a lot of time to work on content, which is obviously pretty important, right? So once people come out to shows, like you got to have some stuff to point them at afterwards.
Yeah.
So we definitely the album we're working on, we've made a lot of progress over the past few months. So we just released Awaken, I think it was like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
So that hit all the platforms, and then we released the video like the week after for that one. And then I think we got a couple more that are done now, and we're kind of we got like a release schedule that we're kind of planning out. And, so those two are done. We got another two that are kind of pretty close to done. So all in all, we're filling the pipeline with some music. And we're going to be releasing stuff, over the next several months, just kind of as we head into the end of the year and next year.
Really exciting things are happening.
Yeah. Now, do you guys have anything planned for when, hopefully very soon, everything opens up? I don't know how you guys are. Indiana's doing pretty well. We're here. I go to the gym every day, shopping, whatever. It's pretty open here, but how is it out there? And do you guys have something tentatively lined up for like a small tour or something?
I guess the venues, it kind of depends. Like some are just kind of like, yeah, let's do stuff. Other ones are probably being a little bit more conservative and have canceled things and aren't really up and running.
Yeah.
So we do actually, we have a show toward the end of September. We're going to be opening up for A Light Divided, and Redefine's going to be there. And I think there's one other band I can't remember, but
I apologize.
Yeah, Hollow City, maybe?
Hollow City?
I think that's who it is. Yeah, our bad if we get this wrong. But yeah, we got that show, and that one should stick. It's at a place that's kind of been doing their thing. They're just like, screw it, COVID, whatever.
They care. They care.
Yes, they care.
But they're ready to get it, to keep it continuous.
Yes, they've been steady though. They're staying the course. And then we have another one. We might be doing a Halloween show, but that's kind of waiting to be confirmed. But we're kind of hoping so, because we all want to dress up. Like, I'm going to be Jason, it's going to be great. She's going to be Baby. We'll have somebody be like Michael Myers. It's going to be excellent. So we're kind of hoping that one sticks.
Oh, you got to get the purse and everything for Baby. You got to swing it around and, have that giggle going. And
there it is.
Yep, there it is. Yep. Yeah. all you gotta do is listen to the zombie song, and then just copy the giggle in the beginning of that, and you got
Yeah,
it.
pretty much, huh? Wear a
Yeah.
cowgirl hat.
There you go. There you go. So, what did you guys do during downtime, like personally? Did you have families that you live with that you guys were able to hang out with, or what did you guys do? I know, like I said, it's your birthday, and I saw you post you wanted two things for your birthday: cheesecake.
Cheesecake, yes.
Yeah, and your yeah. But were you able to do anything, with family or anything? Do you have kids, or what did each of you were able to do?
I don't have any kids,
Okay,
but all the other bandmates do.
okay. Well, what did you do during the downtime? What were you able to kind of hang out, or were you just kind of home?
Yeah, pretty much just hang out, and I'm still working, and
Okay,
so literally just work and family
okay. Well,
and
work's good.
work.
I mean, at least you got to get out of the house.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, what about you? Were you able? You have kids there? Uh-oh, you froze up. You're frozen.
It's work. I mean,
Yeah, you froze
I
up.
don't do much.
Okay, are you guys there? Are you still
There we
there?
go, Chris.
Hey!
That was pretty awesome. You were like frozen,
You were like-
but you were mid laugh as you were frozen. It was
Yeah, so were you guys. It was the same thing. You guys were frozen. Yeah, you guys were froze mid laugh. But well, what about you? You got kids and everything that you hung out with during the lockdown?
Yeah, I got three kids, and they range. So I got a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old. Get it? And then got a 6-month-old. So definitely keeps me busy. Working too, right? The job that pays the bills. So.
Oh, you really? Yeah, that's my grandson's 4, and he's all over the place.
Oh yeah, and our 4-year-old's a boy too. I don't know how yours is, but man, he's all boy, like climbing stuff into cars and
in the water.
Oh yeah, gonna be bringing a motorcycle home here this week, and I'm sure he'll be climbing all over it soon. So it's gonna be great.
Yeah, Maximus is 4, and he is. My daughter and her boyfriend live in. Actually has like a living space upstairs. Downstairs it has like 4 bedrooms, a kitchen, a bathroom, a living room, and stuff. My office is down here too. So they live down here, and he's up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. I'm like, oh my God, kid, I get exhausted.
Right. Yeah.
One
But
day,
yeah, no.
one day he told me, he goes, Papa, get up, I sit. I'm like, oh hell no.
Yeah, but no, they keep us busy. All the other guys, they have some kids too, so it kind of ranges from 1 to 3. So definitely keeps us all on our toes.
Now, does any of the kids, or your kids, like what you do? Do they understand that you are in a band? Or obviously the 6-month-old don't, but
No. Like my kids, yeah. I mean, they're always interested. I got a music room at home. I got all my guitar stuff. I got an electronic drum kit in there too, and so they like to go in there and play the drum kit. And I mean, they're always curious with like what I'm doing, whether it's playing or recording or whatever the case may be. One of our other guys, the bassist Chris, Luna, she's about what, 7, 8.
Sorry, Dale.
Yeah, Dale,
7
sorry.
or 8.
yeah.
7 or 8. But man, we were at practice probably about a month ago or whatever. We kind of had like a family day. We do that occasionally. So we're just upstairs kind of jamming around on some covers. And I don't remember what it was. Like I think we were doing like Down with the Sickness or something. And B gave Luna the mic and just said, go nuts. And I mean, this little 7-year-old just starts ripping out all these screams and just going nuts.
Blew me away. Blew me out of the water. I'm like, here, you want to join? Here's the mic.
We got some metal Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. She was screaming that around, and everything else.
It was great. It was great. Yeah.
That's awesome. That is really cool. Yeah, Max tries to sing, but he tries to make stuff up. Like I was cooking one day, and he had the mop, and he was going on the floor, and he goes, I'm cleaning, and Papa's cooking, and I'm cleaning, and he's mopping."
Kind of sounds like my daughter. She likes to make up songs too.
Oh.
I understand.
Yeah. So, what? It's hard to figure out obviously what the future brings. But are you guys gonna? Obviously, you said you got music, in the hopper, ready to go. Do you think you'll come out with another album like right away because of the shutdown, or are you gonna try and wait, for a while?
So, like with our release plan, and just with us being a small kind of independent band, we don't have a label or anything. We're not. So while we're working on an album, and that's like what's eventually all of the songs are going to constitute, we're not necessarily dropping an album all at once. It doesn't make sense for a group of our sizes. We're trying to get our name out there, so we are going to be more on like a single kind of release cadence. That will eventually kind of constitute an entire album. And it's all kind of weaved together. So what I mean by that, it's like, it is a concept album, but in between the songs, like we have a lot of instrumental pieces that kind of transition between some songs and things like that. So it's supposed to all kind of just weave together as a big book, I guess is the way to think about it. But so it's going to have, I think, about 11 songs on it, and we're probably about 3/4 of the way, maybe 80% of the way done with it. And then I would just say, every month and a half, something like that, we'll be kind of pushing out different singles. And then eventually the whole album is out next year in its entirety at some point. So,
yeah. So are you guys, when things do open up, are you going to have the chance to like hit a full tour, or are you guys, obviously work, so I know it's kind of hard, plus with the little, how are you guys going to work that when everything opens up and we're able to get tours out there and be able to get, more things going? Because as soon as actually, next weekend I'll be in Janesville for a veteran fundraiser concert. It's Stop 22, and we're going up there to cover that. So I'm happy that we're getting out and being able to cover, and all the bands are independent. They're all small bands. There's no major label band there. So it's really nice to, I'm able to meet. There's 6 bands playing, and I know one of them. So, and they were actually in the studio here one night for like 3 hours. We did an interview. It was crazy. Yeah, I go someplace and do something now. So, are you guys looking forward to doing a full-on tour, or how are you guys?
Well, as of right now, since we have we're working, we got families and stuff. Mainly Friday night, Saturday night shows. Maybe a festival for Lucky.
Yeah.
Next year. We definitely have to have like time off for it, because our responsibilities at home. Right. But yeah, we're just trying to network as much as we can and try to collab with other bands and befriend them and.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. We got obviously like the shows that we're looking at in the Carolinas here, just where we're based at. But like she's talking about with festivals and stuff, we're networking, got some contacts. We're maybe looking at some stuff in Ohio, maybe Chicago, if they let people back in again. But yeah, like Tennessee, New Jersey. So I'd say like kind of Midwest and maybe the East, Northeast. I mean, growing up in Ohio, just the Midwest and Northeast in general, we're always really good, like rock and metal spots. So I think that's definitely of interest. We want to hit the Carolinas where we're from and stuff, but
we down for it all, but we gotta have notice.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Now, do your jobs, do they work with you pretty well when you have a show?
Well, corporate America. Yeah, if you have time off.
Yeah.
PTO.
Lucky for us, I think everybody in the band, so it's kind of surprising. We all work Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So it really makes stuff easy if we don't have anybody like working any crazy like weekend shifts or anything like that. So
Yeah, it worked out.
Well, that's so you could do like almost a 3-day run and be home in time Monday for work.
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. And and I know you guys want to stay close to home, because you don't want to be driving 12 hours on a Sunday, and then come home and have to, you got your family, and then you got to, wind down and then eat and then go to bed and try and get up next morning. I know that's rough, but I know there's a lot of independent bands on the East Coast that would probably work with you and get some one off for you, a couple concerts here and there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if there's the right opportunity, I mean, shit, we'll drive 12 hours home on a Sunday, but
You'll be working. Look, we'll be working the next day tired. They'll be like, yeah, we had a good time though.
Well, it's always about having a good time.
yeah.
Well, I know everybody's itching to get back on stage, and it's good to see that bands like yourselves, even the smaller bands, especially like you're only a year old, you guys stuck it out. You guys didn't fold and say. I've seen a lot of bands say, we ain't gonna make it. It's not gonna work. We're not making any money. We're not blah blah blah. So they just stop. But if you stick it out, I think at the end it's gonna pay off for you guys. I really do, because it's going to be a different situation. There's going to be a lot of technology involved now. There's going to be a lot of, like you said, a lot of, they're doing exactly what you're doing. They release a song, wait a few weeks to release another song, wait a few weeks, and then when they release maybe 2/3 of the album, then they release their album. Right. So yeah, so you're doing it the way almost everybody's doing it now, and it seems to be working. So when you get, if I can get you guys contacts out there and you guys can get a few concerts and stuff, that would be, great to get you guys started back out there, networking, like you said, and hopefully, when it comes time, you guys can hit the road for maybe, take a week vacation and go hit the road.
Yeah, we've definitely been busy. So networking, and then content wise, I mean, that's been the focus. Just get the content out, let people kind of get a feel for us, and then we got something also to share, when we do get out on stage and whatnot. So I guess there's a little teaser. I mean, we'll be releasing another single here in September, and then we'll probably have another one in November, and the one in November we'll probably have another video with it too. So I mean, we're trying to put out some meaningful content with what we're sharing. So so maybe a teaser. Maybe a little teaser what we got in store coming up.
Maybe.
Okay. Tease us a little more here. What's the concept? You said it's a concept album. What's it about?
Yeah. So essentially, I guess the whole album kind of revolves around, and this is where interpretation, right?
Yeah.
Just personally, a piece of us that was missing. And then it's really essentially that piece, that thing kind of coming back to life. So it's kind of an album of a little bit of like personal struggle, and really just kind of, redefining and shaping who we are. So I know it's kind of vague, it's kind of high level, but I think it's relatable. I think everybody, at some point in their life, obviously you have some kind of internal conflict or some kind of struggle that you go through. And I think everybody then kind of finds themselves, kind of defines who they are, and that's essentially kind of what it kind of centers around. So
okay. So now,
Nope.
The names of the songs, will the names of the songs, everything will be in order, and the names of the songs that people will be able to pick up on, each, I guess called chapters of the album.
Exactly. The songs definitely have very intentional names. So as you go from track 1 all the way to track 11, it's got a very deliberate progression, when we put it that way, of this kind of awakening and redefining of who we are. So the track titles kind of support that. One of the things we love instrumentals too. So how the album's actually going to kind of start with an instrumental, and it's actually going to close on one too. And like I said, there's going to be stuff in between some of the tracks to kind of weave it all together. So I don't know. It should hopefully be a good experience. I mean, just besides the songs themselves, you'll just kind of have this entire album where it's kind of designed and meant to kind of weave from one track to the other and kind of just flow pretty seamlessly, if that makes sense. So
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I have there's a band from Sweden that sent me a contact album, and it was in Swedish. It was about Ragnarok, and it just now obviously I don't understand Swedish, but
right.
if you just listen to it though, I mean it really does just kind of flow. Even though you don't know the language, it just the music just flows and you understand. So when I interviewed him, he explained what each each name of the song was, and it even made more sense to me then. But it just you just know when they told you, it's for this, this is what we're doing, and it's really, when you get good concept albums and people, and even other, you can tell how it just goes, everything just goes together.
Oh yeah. Music's universal. You don't have to know the language, but man, you can definitely hear it and feel it if it all.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I got bands from Russia that send me music, and they're so incredibly good. It just blows me away.
Nice.
Yeah, they're so good, and I'm like, man, I didn't know. I knew there was music over there, but I didn't know they would let them send it out to out of country.
Right. Check that out. Russian. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's not nothing to do with Russia.
So I've heard some Lithuanian music, but yeah, I'll have to check that out.
I got another band that just sent me for yesterday's show was from Iceland. That's my fourth band from Iceland.
Oh,
that's
nice.
rad. That's cool.
Yeah, it was. I got two bands from Israel, which really kind of freaked me out. I was like, I didn't even. Yeah. I got bands from about 50 different countries, 50 or 60 different countries now, and it's we've been on air for 10 years, so and I don't advertise, I just let it grow organically, and I try and reach out to bands like you and help you guys out, and we want to do the right thing by everybody, and I think that's why, because the people that work with me for the radio station and the media and to do interviews. I think because we are doing it the right way that we do grow on its own, and I'm really proud of everybody that works for us, because like I got a media girl that lives out in Virginia, and she is incredible. She is just incredible, and everybody loves her. Zach Wild called her to be her chauffeur for their video shoot when they went out there.
Nice.
Well, it wasn't Zach actually; it was his medium guy.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "Would you mind driving Zach, from the airport to the hotel?" She was like, "This is a rhetorical question, right?"
Yeah, right.
But then they were at the video shoot, and Zach went up to Ambler and goes, "You don't have to. You're not obligated, but my wife is flying in. Would you mind going to the airport and picking my wife up and bringing her to the video shoot, and then driving us, back and forth?" He goes, "I'll pay you extra. Don't worry about it." She was like, "Honey, you ain't got." She got a real big Southern, Virginia twang. "Well, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I can do her." And she drove Zach and his wife all over for like 3 days while they did the video. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she's incredible. She really is. She's just the sweetest Southern belle that you ever met. She's just so incredible. So, and when we went to West Virginia for Metal in the Mountains, I sat and talked to her for a while, and she just, oh my God, it's very high pitched, and it's the southernness of it. So it's just adorable.
Awesome.
Ooh, Metal in the Mountains. That's a good one. We got to be on.
Yeah, Metal in the Mountains. That's definitely cool.
Yeah. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That we met, like you were talking about, people finding their selves, through faith or whatever. There's a faith-based metal band called Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh. Have you heard of them?
I think I've heard of
Say it one more time.
Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh.
I think I've heard of the title. Heard of the band.
They're three girls. They're sisters. And they all started taking piano lessons at the age of 5, I think.
Oh, wow.
But the youngest one said, "No, I'm not taking piano." And her mother goes, "Well, you have to take your lessons." She goes, "I want to play drums."
That's cool.
So the instructor goes, "Well, we usually don't take them this young, but I'll take her in, see what she does, and then we'll go from there." Came out 15 minutes later. He goes, sign her up.
Virtuoso. All right.
I have never had a 5-year-old sound like that. She was playing cover songs that a 5-year-old should not be playing, and signed her up. And now they're touring the world.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the oldest is 21. I think it's 21, 19, and 18. That's how old they are. So, and the lead singer wanted to do like crowd surfing, and her dad was, and they wear cheerleader outfits on stage, and they're faith-based. Okay, they're very Christian. Their music isn't like forward Christian forward, but it is. You can hear it, and her dad was like, "You are not crowd surfing." So what they did is they got a blow-up pink coffin, like a floaty, a pool floaty. It's a pink coffin, and she gets in that, and then people carry her around.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, her dad was like, "You are not. There is no way you are proud. You are too young."
That doesn't sound like a dad at all. What are you talking about?
No.
Yeah, my daughter. First time she crowd surfed, she was like 18, and it was at Rock on the Range. And
Oh.
I was covering it, and she disappeared, and I'm standing there looking for her, and she come running up. She goes, "I crowd surfed for the first time."
Nice.
What an experience, huh?
Yeah. So, what are there any? You said you guys want to do festivals. Are there any festivals that are going to be happening? I mean, most of them are shut down now.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. I think a lot of people are kind of waiting and seeing. There was one we were trying to get on here in October, November. I don't know. There was a festival that was actually going to be happening in November, but unfortunately the ship had already sailed, so we weren't able to get on that one.
Okay.
But
Probably
no. Go ahead.
probably just focus on online and media and networking this year. And if we're lucky, we'll do a show after the September show. But we will be planning for next year. Most definitely. We're going to be balls to the wall.
Yeah.
Balls to the wall.
You heard it.
Yeah. And I look forward to it. And if you guys come through Chicago, or because I'm only 40 minutes from Chicago, so
Okay.
right here. If you go onto our website, I have to add more names. So if you go on our website, asgardradio.com, go to Asgard Connect, and my name's on there. But you have my information anyway. But there's names on there that you can connect with around the country that will put you up for the night and let you sleep at their house. Do your laundry, take showers. Like I said, I'm in Chesterton, Indiana. So if you want, if you come through, if you go to Chicago, you have to pass me unless you're coming up from the south. If you're coming from Ohio and you have to pass my exit. You can stop here. You can stay here. We'll make you food or get pizza, whatever you want. Take showers. We have 3 showers, so you got plenty of showers. Do your laundry if you have to, whatever you need to do. So, 'cause I know girls sleeping in the same van with a bunch of stinky guys. She's probably thinking, you know what, we gotta stop and get you guys a shower. You guys.
Yeah, baby wipes can only go so far.
Yep. Yeah. So
We appreciate that, man.
Yeah, that's greatly appreciated.
So we're definitely that we got some people we're talking to up there. It's just everything's kind of on hold right now. So I think.
Well, just keep it, when you guys hit the road, because Madam Mayhem, when she autographed her photo for me, and she put to the rock and roll BNB.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
But yeah, everybody's welcome at the house. Just come in. As long as you can handle the dog and 2 cats and a 4-year-old, you're good.
Oh yeah, we all got pets. I mean, when we practice, there's a couple dogs always running around, so all good.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually have a cat here. I don't know where they are, but they're usually in here.
If it's not hungry, you'll probably never see it. I got a cat at home. I know what you're talking about. So.
All right, guys. Well, I will let you guys go, and I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys coming out and talking. And before we let you go, where can people find your stuff right now? Do you have a website, or is it just on Facebook?
Yeah, so obviously we have Facebook at Killing the Silence, and we have a website, www.killingthesilence.com. You can find music and videos and what's upcoming and all that good stuff, pictures. So it's really cool.
Yep. And from there, and then we're on the other stuff like Instagram, Spotify, YouTube. So we got channels set up on all those too. So.
Okay. Now the Facebook is Killing the Silence KTS, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Because I had trouble finding you at first until I found the KTS part.
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
Facebook, Killing the Silence KTS.
Yes. I will share it. I will make sure you guys, get some more likes out there. And like I said, when you guys hit the road, let me know if there's anything we can do for you. In any of the states, if I have people in them, we'll try and set you up and, get interviews. Even if you don't come through, I got people in different states who can set you up with interviews and stuff. So we'll definitely be talking to you very soon.
Yeah, sounds good, man. And as we release more stuff, we'll hit you up. But appreciate everything.
Yeah, send it. Whatever you got. Whatever you want to send me, send it. I have no restrictions, no radio edits, don't need none of that shit. Just send me whenever you release, just send it to me and I'll get it out on the air.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send you when we get back. I'll send you Awaken since it just came out. Yeah. So.
Yeah, please do. All right, guys. You guys have a great evening, and hopefully we'll see you on the road real soon.
All right. Sounds good, Jim.
All right. Take care, guys.
See ya.